Hi, Mark from Top Local Lead Generation. We're here with Dr. Nicohlas Jensen of Divine Elements in Vancouver, BC. He's a naturopathic doctor. We're going to talk about how to support your immune system in the northern areas of this wonderful world of ours. How are you doing today, Dr. Nicohlas?
Great, Mark. Thanks for having me. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So, we're going to talk about 5 tips for strengthening your immune system.
Yeah,
Uh,
so this is the time of year to really focus on the immune system, and we see it all over the place with regards to flu shots, at the pharmacy, bus stops, TV. Everyone's talking about the next virus that's coming out and to get in for your flu shot. What's also being talked about more and more is just the shorter days and the lack of sunshine, and everybody's starting to get on board with vitamin D. So there is a lot more information about how to be a little bit more proactive. And that's kind of what I want to bring up here, was just really looking at how do we support our own natural immune system. It's called your innate immune system. Everyone has one, and it's just a matter of how strong is this functioning. So your innate immune system is basically first on the scene to any microbe, virus, whatever that comes into the system. And it communicates with your deeper immune system to establish a quick attack for anything that's not supposed to be there. So all the symptoms that we ever feel with an immune system response is just because our immune system is ramped up. So the runny nose, the cough, the chills, this is actually signals from your body's immune system to fight off a virus. This is normal. This is not a bad thing, people. We don't need to prevent this from showing up, but we can do things to actually prevent this from showing up by supporting the innate immune response. So there's some interesting numbers here that I just want to read off with regards to vitamin D, because vitamin D is a craze right now, and it's important that everybody be supplementing. So first fact is anything north of Georgia from the months of November to March are very unlikely to produce any sort of vitamin D at our latitude. So unless you're going somewhere hot, plan on implementing supplementation. Now, 50% of all if you're deficient in vitamin D, you're 50% more likely to develop cardiovascular disease. At optimal levels of vitamin D, you prevent 50% of all cancers. Any deficiency in vitamin D is going to be associated with a multitude of different chronic illnesses. And there's some interesting studies that Dr. Michael Hollick, he's one of the vitamin D gurus, has written a book on it, and he is constantly sampling U.S. population for vitamin D deficiency. And one report said the population they've discovered with 32% of all children and adults were actually vitamin D deficient. And this is just a very specific population. 50% of children between the ages of 1 to 5 on a National Health Study report were said to be vitamin D deficient. 70% of children between the ages of 6 and 11 were said to be vitamin D deficient. So it's basically estimated roughly 50% of the population is vitamin D deficient. This is unbelievable. And the reality is, well, we're the northern neighbors, so the likelihood of us producing vitamin D is going to be even less. So it's a big factor. So let's get into the 5 tips. First thing, we've talked about vitamin D. This is really important. I recommend all my patients at some point to get their vitamin D levels checked through blood. That way you can dose accordingly. In general, though, 3,000 IUs per day is pretty safe for most people. Second thing, we've talked about it many times, is lifestyle medicine, which is getting to bed on time, helping to balance your blood sugar through whole foods, avoiding the middle aisles of the grocery store, as many nutritionists would suggest, and lastly, making sure you're hydrated. Even though it's not hot outside, we still need to hydrate ourselves. Third one is looking at adaptogenic herbs, they're called. So these are basically stress adaptation herbs. The reason a lot of us do get sick is because we have maybe deficiencies and whatnot, but we're also very stressed out, which decreases the function of the immune system. So a great herb for long-lasting viral or immune infection is astragalus. We all know echinacea, eleutherococcus, withania, rhodiola, Korean ginseng. These are all great adaptogenic immune-boosting herbs. Now, specifically at our clinic, on top of those things, we'll recommend immune-boosting intravenous treatments. This is where we can do high dose of vitamin C and all the other minerals and B vitamins, and really very quickly and efficiently boost people's immune systems and keep them from getting sick. We have many patients in our clinic that just come in around this time of year, and we'll do a series of 5 or 6 IVs and to prevent any sort of cold from showing up, and they count on this to make sure that that happens. Another one is immune boosting homeopathic intramuscular shots. So that's tip number 5. If people don't like getting an intravenous drip, a quick shot into the shoulder, again 3 to 6 times, can do a whole lot to really prevent your immune system from getting out of control. So when you need an alternative to the flu shot, or you're questioning it, there are a ton of different options out there. So do your research, listen to the videos, and hope you can keep on learning.
Awesome. That's some pretty basic tips, and vitamin D being the big message. Make sure you're supplementing with that, because we just don't see the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Dr. Nicohlas. We'll, if you need to get in touch with these folks, they know what they're talking about, and they will make you feel better. Give them a call at 604-568-3735, or visit their website, divineelements.ca. The new website's coming soon. Look forward to that. Thanks, Doc.
Thanks so much, Mark. Take care.
Bye.